10 reasons why spirituality is greater than religion. Number 1. Religion claims to have all the answers. Spirituality questions all claims. Religion is narrow-minded because it believes it has all the answers. Spirituality is open-minded because it dares to question all answers. One may have become religious with the intent to be spiritual, but stagnant spirituality will always be the result when one is scared to question things. The only way out of such stagnation is to regain both curiosity and imagination, and to continue the spiritual search by questioning all so-called answers. Number 2. Spirituality subsumes all religions while tossing out all dogma. Spirituality contained in a little box of fear can no longer be considered truly spiritual, for it has inadvertently become dogmatic and closed in. A spiritual seeker is wise to flatten the box of religious dogma and think outside the one right way influence of certain religions in order to broaden their spiritual comfort zone and strengthen their open-mindedness. Number 3. Religion is an outdated search engine. Spirituality is an updated search engine. Everything changes. The universe is in constant flux. The only permanence is impermanence. The only thing that doesn't change is change itself. Spirituality embraces these facts. Religion attempts to ignore them, but does so in vain. Stuck in parochialism, religion is incapable of reevaluating the search for the truth. Religion has given up the search for truth with the audacious claim that it has already found it. Spirituality is a constant, never-ending search for the truth, and so it is always at the forefront of the spiritual journey. It is only when a spiritual seeker has pigeonholed their spirituality and dogmatized it that they have given up the search and become religious. True spirituality never closes itself off to the truth, no matter how convincing the dogma. Number 4. Religion is about blind faith. Spirituality is about open-mindedness. Belief without question is a religious hang-up. To believe something just because a religious authority said so is not spiritual. It is indoctrination at best and brainwashing at worst. True spirituality isn't about belief or faith. It's about open-mindedness and oneness. It's about existential flexibility and the ability to take things into deep consideration without the need to place all of one's eggs into a single basket. Religion has belief in a destination. Spirituality allows the journey to be the thing. Number 5. The spiritual is courageous-based. Religion is fear-based. Pastel's wager is old hat. Fear conditioning is anti-spiritual. Using fear tactics to bludgeon otherwise well-meaning truth seekers into compliance is the hallmark of traditional religions. True spiritual seekers are beyond such pettiness. They don't fear God. They are God, redefined as the infinite interconnectedness of all things. True spirituality is not about fear. It's not about trepidation and threats of delusional hells and devils and demons and angry, vengeful gods. Beware any religion that threatens you with eternal damnation and then has the unmitigated gall to claim itself spiritual. Number 6. Spirituality is painful growth. Religion is comfortable stagnation. Where religion is about comfort and security, placation, spirituality is about honesty and adventure, contemplation. The adventure of self-discovery, the personal quest, is paramount for the spiritual seeker. Without the truth quest, the journey cannot be the thing. The journey comes to an end. Where the spiritual journey ends, religion begins. A true spiritual seeker never allows the journey to end. There is always something more to learn. God is infinite. There is no end to spiritual growth, barring death itself, and even death puts spiritual growth into perspective. Number 7. Religion is codependent. Spirituality is interdependent. A religious person is in a codependent relationship with God. They are dependent upon a divine lawgiver for their salvation. A spiritual seeker is in an interdependent relationship with God. They understand that they are a finite aspect of an infinite interconnected whole, the great mystery. As Plutarch said, the eye with which I perceive God is the same eye with which God perceives me. Spirituality is a holistic connection with an interconnected cosmos where universal laws bind everyone. Religion is about holy obedience to a deity declaring divine law. The former is cosmic, the latter is dogmatic. Number 8. Religion is reactive and intimidation. Spirituality is proactive meditation. Where religion gives you a crutch to limp blindly through faith, spirituality takes the crutch away and forces you to be responsible with your faith. The reactive religious zealot, wallowing in his codependence, is at the mercy of his faith. The proactive spiritual seeker, liberated by dogmatic fetters, is free to question his faith without fear of blasphemy. Where the religious zealot fears death and God, the spiritual seeker channels such existential angst into a proactive meditation. A spiritual seeker uses death to keep life in perspective through meditation. A religious zealot obsesses over death and the afterlife at the expense of life through intimidation. Religion is fearful while intimidating its members. Spirituality is fearless while liberating all people. Number 9. Spirituality allows the great mystery to remain great and mysterious. Where religion vainly attempts to pigeonhole infinity into a finite concept and call it God, spirituality allows infinity to be infinite and calls it the great mystery. Where the religious God claims to have all the answers, the great mystery trumps it with the almighty question mark. Religion's God attempts to convince us that we are merely a speck in the universe. The great mystery makes it clear we are also the entire universe in a speck. Religion attempts to steal this mystery from us and package it up in a divine lawgiver, judgmental and void of mystery. Number 10. Spirituality speaks a language older than words. Religion speaks a language limited by words. Anyone or any group who claims to know what the great mystery, God, is, should be met with the utmost credulity and circumspection. Our human language is simply inadequate for the task. The great mystery, the interconnectedness of all things, from quarks to quasars, from worms to wormholes, is ultimately ineffable. So profound and intense as to defy description. It speaks a language older than words, a dance older than music. It's a unifying life force flowing in and through all things, binding the cosmos in an infinitely exploding web of transformative energy. This cannot be explained, and it can only be felt. Religion vainly attempts to explain it all by boxing it up in a sacred text written by fallible men perceiving an infallible universe. Spirituality feels it, flows with it, meditates with it. Spirituality never tries to own it, never claims to know it, for the great mystery can neither be owned nor known. But perhaps it can be interpreted through a language older than words, which isn't even a language at all, but a unifying force connecting all things. The mistake is trying to trap it, to own it, to use it to control people. Better to simply feel it, flow with it, meditate on it, and use it to liberate people. We have been mistaking religion for spirituality for too long. It is high time we erase this most nefarious confusion. I dare you to shine such a light.